Hello everyone, and welcome to Van Noord Arena on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. I'm Logan Gasho.
And I'm Tori Hoppy.
And hopefully we'll be able to bring you some fun and exciting gameplay today as the Knights take on Kalamazoo College in their last regular season game. I think they will be playing somebody again Tuesday in like a 3-2 matchup or something. I think that might either be Trine or Olivet, not decided yet. But you can catch them then. But it should be hopefully a great game for the Knights as they end their season here. And we're going to take a quick break as we go into starting lineups and the national anthem, but we'll be right back with you afterwards.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cal University for today's volleyball matchup between Kalamazoo College and your Cal University Knights. Before we get into the afternoon week's rise, gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's teams. First, for the Hornets. Number 2, Juliet Bonet. Number 3, Sarah Rutherford. Number 4, Amy Liston. Number 7, Henry Vanilla. Number 3, Claire Davis. Number 11, Jody Cook. Number 12, Miss Stickley. Number 13, Charlotte Ryder. Number 14, Yana Bolton. Number 23, Ian Lawrence. And number 24, Jackie Lavalette. And starters, a junior number 1, Lizzie Rochelle. A senior number 5, Rory Archery. A freshman number 9, Savannah Chappie. A freshman number 16, Taylor Stephens. A sophomore number 19, Brittany Miller. A junior number 21, Tony Koshmitter. And a junior number 22, Haley Johnson. Kalamazoo is coached by Lydia Christian. And now for your Knights. First, number 4, Marley Beaker. Number 7, Jordan Steen. Number 12, Paige Lumkel. Number 13, Taylor Berenson. Number 14, Allison Ward. Number 15, Carly Weirsom. Number 16, Ryan Van White. Number 19, Trina Vanderswag. Number 20, Mary Boa. Number 21, a senior playing her final regular season home match. A senior out of Belleville, Michigan. Number 21, Gabriella Kellogg. Number 22, Kate Breeze. Number 23, Evie Uguma. And number 25, Yasmin Savoy. And your starters, a fifth-year senior in her final regular season home matchup at Cheniston, Michigan, number 1, Aubrey Rubel. A sophomore at Saugatuck, Michigan, number 5, Erin Baker. A sophomore at Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 6, Alyssa DeVries. A junior at Hudsonville, Michigan, number 8, Vanessa Martinez. A freshman out of Pella, Iowa, number 10, Jasmine Naminga. A junior out of Portage, Michigan, number 11, Avery Ekins. And a sophomore out of Chesterton, Indiana, number 18, Emma Ekblom. Your Knights are coached by Dr. Amber Warners.
And we're back. You heard them say there over the intercom, it's kind of a bittersweet night tonight, Tori, as two of our seniors here, Aubrey Rubel and Gabriella Kellogg, play their last regular season game. They had a great run here at Calvin so far. help push them up into this 19-6 record that they're feeling this season. But ultimately, all good things must come to an end. Both teams are now getting ready, setting up into their starting formations. Tori, any thoughts today on how this game will turn out? I mean, Kalamazoo, not the greatest record we've seen, 16-6, obviously, only 1-6 in the MIAA standards. But you think they're going to put up a good fight here, or is Calvin going to get an easy victory?
You know, I think that teams always try to put up the best fight they can, and I think that Calvin's momentum here with senior night being tonight, and you know, they are coming off a loss. I think they really want to push hard in this game and probably do pretty well, I'm assuming.
There's DeVries starting with the ball. Hornets will take the first point of the night. Nice attempted block there from Ekwa and Naminga, but ultimately didn't get them the resolve they wanted. So now it'll be Haley Johnson, junior out of Lexington, Kentucky. Set up nicely here for Ekins to attack over the top. This one will be sent over to Miller, put over. Great setup from Rubel there. And a big swing over the top from Ekball. Ekins now with the ball. Fight there from the Hornets, not able to get under that in time and sends it hurling into the stands. Ekins with the serve again. Received in the back from Miller. They sent a little roll shot over the top from Koschmitter. This one by Baker. Continued play, and Baker sends it back over with a roll shot of her own. This one not able to get a good read on by Dougherty. Ekins with her third serve of the night. Nicely sent over by Miller, dug by Rubel. This one back to Baker, another roll shot from Baker. This one able to be saved by the Hornets. And there's Miller again. DeVries coming and saving. But Rubel there in the end, not able to get control into that. Koschmitter serving there. Rubel nicely received. Baker sending it just slightly over and catches them off guard. I don't know exactly what happened there, Tori, with that miscommunication, but that should have been an easy receive as the Knights were out of formation.
Yeah, I believe that maybe they got caught off guard with that beautiful save from the serve by Rubel.
Could very well be. Speaking of Rubel, she's taking the serve now. There's an attack from Stevens. Throwing it back to Rubel, who will put it over. This one set up to P. And Hornets will send in Rutherford. Nice receive by Ekins. And sent over by Ekblaw. Rubel to DeVries. And there's Martinez scoring her first kill of the night. Knights not rotating their formation. Sending in Vanderswag. And there's her serve. Nice receive in the back from Rochelle. And an attack over the top from Lawrence. Big swing there from Ekins. Goes a little too far in the back. Tori, you were right so far. Hornets been able to hold their own.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just saw them get that point off the attacking error. But other than that, there hasn't been too many errors giving them points this game. There was Meston serving. This one sent back to Martinez to get another point. Aaron Baker, sophomore out of Sagatuck. Nice receive in the back from Rochelle. This one set over to Johnson. And Johnson will just find the line in the back there. Rochelle will take her second serve for Kalamazoo College. Atkins receiving to Vanderswat. Another attack from Martinez. There wasn't a whole lot of control over that attack. That went very far out of bounds.
Yeah, it seems as though Calvin's attack has been a little bit too hard and went way out of the box.
Now this could in part be, I know they came off a loss, I believe it was Wednesday night. They lost 3-1. This could just be they have to get their head back in the game, get a little bit of morale going. There was a double contact called on the Hornets. But as I was saying, they might just need to get that mentality, realize that, hey, guys, we're 19 and 16. We can do this. We're really good. And then finally get back to that rhythm. I think we've seen this before in a couple of the home games we've announced, especially off the loss against Hope College that we experienced, the first loss against Hope College. They were a little rusty coming into the game. Then they got into their groove and dominated. And I think we might see that again here. But like I said, so far coming out a little slow against the Hornets. Knights now up 6, set near 9-6. And Vanessa Martinez will continue her serving. Attack over from Johnson. Will get caught up in the net. Martinez again. Nicely received by Meston. Roll shot over the top from Lawrence. There's Martinez setting it up for Kellogg. And a great block in the front there from Toshmitter and Lawrence. Greatly received by Rubel. Ekins, big swing. Daughtry not able to get that one. Here comes DeVries and Ekbal back in the game. Knights get their first serving error there, off DeVries' serve. Johnson now serving for Kalamazoo. Rubel receives, and DeVries sets it over to Ekins for a roll shot. Dug by Rashiel, and attacked by Stevens. Knights falling a little out of formation, but getting right back into it, and a big swing there from Ekbal. Ekins serving. Knights, second serving error. Something we don't see that often from them, I'd say, this early in the game, already drawing their second serving error. Again, that might have to do a little bit with the morale still being picked back up. But there's Baker with an attack that I'm sure has got to be great for him.
Yeah, it's kind of wish-washy where we get some like a serving error and then a really good attack, and it's kind of interesting to see how they're getting warmed up for this first set.
Definitely. Well, like I was saying, Tori, this is a great team we're watching play right now, the Calvin Knights. Calvin Knights just had to get back in the groove, and I think we're starting to see that as they pull slightly ahead. There's Martinez pushing the Knights to 14 points. Now they got this comfortable 5-point lead that they were looking for, and I see them taking off, not to curse them or anything, but I see them pulling ahead pretty quick now. Rubel. Received in the back by Miller. And nice block in the front from Martinez and Baker. Little miscommunication from the Hornets, but Baker will attack back over the top. Kept alive on the Hornets side. And spike for Miller. Just getting the contact they needed to draw that point. Sarah Rutherford, junior from Kirkwood, Minnesota. Here comes Vanderswag. Just set up here for a roll shot from Miller. We kept alive by Kellogg. This one to Baker. The roll shot of her own, finding that back left corner.
Erin Baker continues to show us how great of an attacker she is, finding those little spots where the other team is just not able to get to.
I know, and what an athlete she is. I mean, her attacks are like almost unmatched in almost every team that we've seen Knights play so far, and the way she's just able to hover in the air before her attacks. It's incredible to watch as a spectator. Vanderswag going on her third serve. Lawrence keeping it alive. Miscommunication again. Lawrence kind of left that floor open for one of her other teammates. I'm assuming she called the ball there to come and take it. Probably not the best move by them, though. I'm assuming that Lawrence was waiting for the setup for the attack. But when you can't get the setup for the attack, sometimes you got to step in and take it yourself. The Hornets did just call their first timeout. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you. All right, and we're back as both teams prepare to take the court. Calvin Knights up 18-10. We thank those of you who have joined us or are just joining us here on Calvin Sports Network. It's always a pleasure to be your announcers and bring you a fun game. Vanderswag continuing her serve. Received in the back from Kalamazoo. This one attacked by Lawrence. Rubel sets it over to Kellogg. Big swing from Kellogg. Hornets fighting. Another attempt from Lawrence, but this one not making it over. Vanderswag again. Nice one. Sent back. Little roll shot over the top. Rubel receives to Baker. Looks like we got a double contact call on Rubel. This will be Rachel Meston, sophomore out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not far from home at all, as we are on the east side of Grand Rapids right now. There's Ekins with the dig, and Baker just tapping over the top. Big swing here from Johnson. Nicely dug by Ekins. An attack from Kellogg. That pushes the Knights into their 20th point of tonight. Aaron Baker back at serve. Nicely received by the Hornets. And a great block in the front. Apparently that ball got caught in the net, so it wasn't a block, but instead just poor contacts. Baker, second serve. Roll shot over the top, a little fight over it. And an attack from Johnson. Baker keeps it alive. Vanderswag tries to catch him off guard, but Hornets keep it alive. And another attack and a great block. But unfortunately that will ricochet out of bounds. Yeah, when you're blocking, it's kind of hard to really predict where that ball is going to go off the block.
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes out, but sometimes it goes in. Rochelle. Hornets get their first serving error of the night. Vanessa Martinez, junior out of Hudsonville, Michigan. And they both just trade errors there. So Knights get one of their own. I believe Knights are now up to 3 errors to Hornets 1 error off the serves. Not the greatest place you want to be. I think the Knights, I think they got 1 service ace so far.
Yeah.
So not horrible, but still a little past the percentage you want. Roll shot over the top from Naminga. And Ekblaw and DeVries will be sent back in the rotation, with DeVries taking the serve. Hornets caught off guard there. I believe that was another ace for the Knights, but I don't know what's been going on with the Hornets communication these last couple plays. This is a lot of errors. They're getting out of rotation and just not getting good reads on the ball. There's Rubel with a dig. Spiked over the top from Naminga. And Knights will take home the first set. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about here, Tori, is they're finally getting back into their groove and got that massive lead. Little worrisome in the beginning, maybe 10 or so points, where the Hornets kept neck and neck with them, but they definitely pulled ahead and showed the Calvin Knights that they normally play as. And like I said, don't want to curse them, but I think that's what we'll be looking forward to seeing the rest of the night as they take in that final regular season game. Yeah. But as we go in between sets 1 and 2, we're going to take a quick break and then get back to you with the stats in just a minute. And we're back as the stats roll in here. We're kind of going to read you some highlights and tell you what we think. But overall, I think, Corey, what's been really helping Calvin here is just their attacking percentage. They're at 414 right now with 29 total attacks to 15 kills. I mean, they've got those 3 serving errors, but they got 2 serving aces to kind of even that out. So I think really just where they stand apart from Kalamazoo so far is in the attacking percentage. Like Kalamazoo right now, only at 71%. I think they've got 28 total attacks, but only 6 of those have been kills, and 4 of those have been errors. So definitely not a great place to be as far as where you want to typically see your attacking percentage sit for Kalamazoo. But I think if Calvin can do something similar, continue to stay up close in that 400 to 500 attacking range, they should win this second set, no sweat. But we'll see what happens. And it will be the Kalamazoo Hornets taking the first serve, sending back Rory Daughtry from Homewood, Illinois. Received by Baker and sent over. Big swing from Naminga. Knights win the first point of set 2. Avery Ekins taking the Knights' first serve here in set 2. Just clearing that net. And a little roll shot over the top from Stickley. Goes Ekblaw. Hornets caught a little out of rotation, but Rochelle will put it over. This one, Baker will get. That was a great attack. We saw all 3 of their central forward attackers. We had Baker, Ekblaw, and Naminga all come forward there, and really unpredictable who was going to hit that on off the block. Ekins again, received by the Hornets. Baker with an attack. Vanderlucht not able to receive that there. I think, is this Vanderlucht's first time in the game here? I don't know if she was in the last rotation or not, so forgive me at home, folks, if I misread that, but there's Ekins again. Shelley. This one over to Davis. Roll shot over the top from Davis. Send it over to Baker again with another attack. This one able to be saved. Rubel will set it up again. This one to Naminga. And we'll get 4 contact off the Knights. As Hornets put their first point on the board. Johnson now serving for Kalamazoo College. Ekins with the receive. DeVries over to Naminga. That just snuck right through the blocker's hands. Impressive.
We are stacked in the front with a lot of great attackers on Calvin's side. We're seeing that in the score here.
Definitely. This one sent back over. And Rubel not able to get there in time. And the Stickley, senior out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Rubel receives. This one sent over to Ekblaw. And Ekblaw will get the point there. Kellogg and Vanderswag coming in as Knights rotation shift. And Vanderswag, freshman from Hamilton, Michigan, taking the serve. Getting caught up in the net, pulling Knights' first serving error of set 2, their 4th overall tonight. There's Mulby with the serve. Baker, just a roll shot, trying to catch him off guard, but unfortunately it gets caught on her. Mulby again. This one sent over to Kellogg. Roll shot of her own. Hornets trying to possess it, but Mulby didn't quite get the tap on it she wanted, sending it hurling back into the back lines of the Hornet side. And Baker will go up to serve. This one just clearing the net. Mulby sets it over. I think that was supposed to be to Cook. Not quite far enough over for Cook to get a good read on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening on the Hornet side, but there seems to be a lot of miscommunication throughout this whole game.
I know, those are resulting in a lot of mistakes and misreads of where the ball is going to be or who it's going to. And helping the Knights get a great early lead, which is not good if you're on Kalamazoo's side. Baker, third serve. Receiving the backside from the Hornets and put over by Vanderlucht. This one attack from Kellogg, just making it in. Aaron Baker again. This one, great read there by Martinez. We saw on the backside, Hornets pushing a little too forward on the receive ball, and Martinez saw that it was going just over the net to the point where she could attack it without good prediction on the Hornets side. So Knights now up 10-4 here in set 2. And we'll take this moment to kind of talk about the other sports that are going on today for the Calvin Knights. It's a really busy night. So if you're a Knights fan, there's a lot to watch. We got section 3 of the swim meet that started yesterday. So I think we got the mile coming up here that they're going to swim, a couple other things. So if you're interested in that, you can tune into it here on Calvin Sports Network. And also, we have our hockey, MIAA, or excuse me, not hockey, soccer, MIAA tournament going on, both girls and boys. They both pulled a win out on Wednesday. Their girls were supposed to play Tuesday, but it got canceled due to snow, so pushed it to Wednesday. They both won over each team. And I believe starting at 2, I think the girls have a game against Hope.
Yes.
So that should be a really fun one. Probably a lot of student turnout in the stands, and both great teams. So that'll be a really fun game to watch. And we'll see if our Knights move farther into the tournament, as we have, if they win, they both play again later today, and see who takes home the gold medal. But anyways, back here in set 2 in volleyball, Hornets come out of their timeout, finding a point, finding their groove back again. Rachel Meston. Atkins will receive. Vanderswag sends it back, thinking Martinez was there, but Martinez a little too far forward. Meston again. Again received by Atkins. And Atkins will get the roll shot over the top. Kalamazoo won't be able to control. Here will be Martinez serve. There's Mulby sending it up. Seeing a nice attack there from Ryder. I think that was Ryder's first kill of the night. Rochelle sent back to take the serve for Kalamazoo. Atkins receiving. Vanderswag sent back, roll shot over the top from Namiga. Ball kept in play over on the Knights side, and Baker will send it just a little too far out of the back. Hornets now creeping back on the scoreboard. Rochelle back with the serve. Ekins receiving again. Vanderswag, this time to Kellogg. Big attack from Kellogg. Hornets managed to keep it alive though, and attack back from Johnson. But unfortunately, they won't be able to get what they wanted there and send it a little too far out the back. DeVries now taking the serve. Kalamazoo getting a serving ace there for the Knights. DeVries again. Hornets able to keep it alive. And Ekins, great attack. Rochelle not able to get under that. I think what we've been seeing here so far from the Hornets is off those serves, at least in the last maybe 3 or 4 points, the back receiving line has been pushing it too far forward on the receives. Sitting, I think that's Mulvey there, number 14. She's kind of having to try to get under it, too close to the net, trying to avoid the net contact, and ultimately not putting her team in the best position for attacking. Now, they did fix it on this point. But that's something that if you don't have a great attack, the other team can easily receive and set up for an attack of their own. And that's what's been pushing the Knights up, I think, so far, just based on my perspective.
Yeah, I completely agree with that observation.
There's DeVries. Mulvey seeing it over, a roll shot over the top. Rubel sending it to Ekins. Great attack from Ekins, kept alive by Rochelle. It's sent right back over by Naminga. And there it is again. Not only the receives, but even the digs. Just getting sent too far forward. DeVries serve 4, I believe. Sent nicely over by the Hornets. This one's sent back to Naminga. But Hornets will win the point. This ball goes out of bounds. Subs coming in as the Hornets rotate. Rory Dowtry, senior from Homewood, Illinois, back up to serve. Not 100% sure here what's holding up both teams. Do you have any read there on that, Tori? What exactly happened?
Not sure.
Only thing I could be thinking is they were contesting that the last point was not necessarily off out of bounds, as it possibly could have hit the defender's hands there. But I'm not 100% sure. But Rory will go back to take the serve. Great read by the Knights, pulling an error out of the Hornets. Here comes in Jordan Steen, freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan, for her first serve of the night. She's proven so far in the last couple games I've watched home here to be kind of an ace up the sleeve, but I spoke a little too soon, cursed her there. I apologize to the fans at home. And she caught an error in the net, trading errors with the Hornets' previous one. Haley Johnson, junior from Lexington, Kentucky, back to serve. Received by Rubel, sent from DeVries to Baker. Roll shot from Baker over the top. Kalamazoo fighting to keep it alive. And another attack from Baker. Rochelle can't quite get on.
Goes all the way into the stands, showing how hard of hit that Baker can can receive or can give.
I know, if you're not expecting it, receiving that's nearly impossible, as the dig just ricochets pretty much anywhere, as we just saw. Here comes an attack from Vanderlock. And Hornets will break the Knights' serving streak. Here's Stickley. Rubel receiving, and Baker sending this one over to Ekblad. Found that wide open area, right kind of in the middle right side of the Hornets court. Kellogg and Vanderswag coming back, sending Vanderswag back to take the serve. Hornets keeping it alive and sending it back over. A little too far on the backside though, and Knights now pushing to 20. Being received by Vanderlucht. And this time attacked by Reuter. Looks like we had a change of point there, as apparently Reuter found the tip off one of the Knights' hands before it went out of bounds. Sent over by Mulby. Knights keeping it alive to Martinez. Roll shot from Martinez. Set up from Rochelli over to Vanderlucht. This time being sent over by Trina. And Vanderswag, I think, finds her first kill of the night. It's always cool to see people that are typically setters and or even receivers. Not necessarily it's the forward attackers that regularly get the points, but just kind of breaking rotation a little bit, trying to catch them off guard, send it over, and finding the points there like Vanderswag just did. But Knights now at 22-13. And Kalamazoo will call their second timeout, trying to pull their team back together. Definitely have a lot of points to make up for here, Tori, if they don't want the Knights to win. Not impossible to do, but we'll see what they make of this timeout, and we'll be right back with you in a moment. Timeout going to be called a little short as both teams resume play on the court. Baker continuing with the serve. Mulby sends it over for an attack from Vanderlucht. Knights keeping it alive, sending Kellogg to attack that and send it over. Mulby this time sending it back to Cook. And Cook will just go a little wide on the right side there of the Knights court. Baker taking us another serve. This one received in the back from Johnson. And sent over from attack by Johnson as well. This one, Martinez trying a roll shot. Baker keeping it alive and sent right back over by Vanderswag. Rubel sending it back to Ekins. Ekins attack kept alive again by the Hornets. This time sent right back to Johnson. Baker dug there, and Kalamazoo fighting to keep it alive. Got it back over this time. Ekins trying a roll shot over the top. Mulby sending it back from a big swing. Rubel this time to Kellogg. An attack of her own. And Rochelli won't be able to get that. as the Knights now push into set point. Baker sent back again, continuing her serving streak. Knights win the point as Hornets get caught in the net, and the Knights will now win set 2. Up 2-0 so far over the Hornets. We also want to take a moment here to thank you all for tuning in to Calvin Sports Network so far, and we'll see how set 3 turns out, but for now we're going to take a short break and come right back to you in a moment. And we're back. As our stats roll in here, thanks to Mike Gibbons and his team. We can kind of tell you what's been giving the Knights this win so far. And I'm thinking, Tori, that, I mean, we see serving errors creeping up a bit more over the aces for the Knights. We got 2 aces to 5 errors. That can be something a little risky you got to keep an eye on. But overall, I think their success has been coming from their attacking. They have a 375% attack kill ratio with 64 total attacks to the 32 kills, only 8 of those being errors. Whereas Kalamazoo's only got 38% of their 52 total attacks, 11 of them being kills, and 9 of them being errors. Really not a percentage you want to see out of them if you want to win this game. And I think that's ultimately what's been pushing the Knights up into these final leads over the Hornets that have been giving them the victories, and not only set 1, but just in set 2 as we saw. So I think Kalamazoo's going to have to really reel in, and I think it's mainly been relying on the communication and reads on a lot of these serves and attacks. As we discussed in the previous set, a lot of them, those receivings and digs, kind of flying forward, not giving the front setters enough time to set up the ball for good attacks, or giving Calvin a nice read on it to attack it over. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Kalamazoo's stats from the first set and the second. I'm seeing how they're, bringing a lot more girls out from the rest of their roster, and trying to bring that energy up. But that might be a contributor to the the communication errors as well. You're not always used to working with everyone on the court, so
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I completely agree. And one thing that's nice about volleyball, though, is the points disappear after the set's won. Mm-hmm. So they both start 0-0 here on set 3, as I'm sure our fans know at home. And that really makes each set anyone's, at least in the beginning. But we see DeVries start the serve. And an attack over the top from Stickley. Knights struggling to keep it alive, but Rubel puts it over. And another attack from Stickley. Knights losing the first point to the Hornets of set 3. I think got a little bit out of formation there, and that just cost them the point. They just couldn't find it as the Hornets continually attacked down on them. Put a lot of pressure. Here's Brittany Miller, sophomore from Lombard, Illinois. Ekins not able to get the clearance on a roll shot. And Hornets will win a serving ace off of that play. Miller trying for it again. Baker to DeVries. This one to Ekins. This time she'll attack it and get some contact on that. Now she'll take the serve. Nicely dug in the back. Sent over the top. Ekins receives. And an attack from Ekblaw. Hornets keeping it alive, sending it back over from Miller. DeVries. Back over roll shot from Ekblaw. And Knights will win their second point, tying up the score here in set 3. Nice serve over the top from Ekins. Returned by Borney. Baker just roll shot over the top. Hornets fighting to keep it alive. They do. Set up by DeVries to Baker. Big attack from Baker. And Vanderlut and Stickley in the front, not able to get a good block. Ekins serve 3. And a service ace for the Calvin Knights. Ekins continuing her streak. Received in the back from Rochelle. This one's sent over to Vanderlut. Here's Baker. Big swing from Baker. Daltrey not able to get that.
The Knights are really showing off their skills here now in this third set, you know.
Yeah, these are not the same Calvin Knights we saw in the first set by any means.
Really prepared, really warmed up, really ready to, you know, hopefully finish up this game.
Nice read over the top there from Namiga. Found that ball creeping just in close enough to the net where she could get a touch on it without it being illegal, and that's exactly what she did, throwing the Hornets out of rotation. Ekins served 6. Set over and sent over by Vanderlut. DeVries this time. Nice block from Kalamazoo, but can ultimately go out of bounds. Again, sometimes those powerful attacks are enough to just hit that block out of bounds where the Knights really want it to go. If a block's going to happen at all. Ekins serve 7 now. And the Knights will get another point here. Impressive streak from Avery Ekins as she's won every single point for the Knights so far off her serves. This time, sent over and a nice block from Baker. Ekins trying for her 10th. This one sent back over by Vanderlut. This one over to Namiga. And Hornets will be forced to take their first timeout as the Knights just ran on a 10-point streak.
Really good serving practice for Ekins there.
Really, honestly, yeah. That's really impressive to watch. Just uninterrupted point after point after point. Not good if you're a Hornets fan, though. So we'll see what the Hornets make of this timeout. And we'll be right back with you in a moment. And we're back, as this timeout will be called a little short. Both teams resume play on the court. Avery Ekins with serve 10. Received by Rochelle and set up right over the top. I think Borney thought she got that point, but ultimately I think she didn't get the contact she wanted from off the Knights, which sent it out of bounds.
Baker had a good read on that, seeing that it would go out of bounds.
Really did. An attack from Vanderlucht. Atkins sets up. Baker, big swing. Knights continue their point run here. 12 interrupted points in a row. And a sub on the Hornets side as Haley Johnson steps in. Atkins on serve 12. And Ekins will finally draw her serving error in her streak. I mean, that can only be expected after you do 12 consecutive serves and get points and aces off both of those. You're eventually going to slip up. But that was a really impressive run from her and her Knights. Here's Emma Stickley with the serve. Ekins receives and an attack. Another roll shot over the top here from Ekblaw. And the Knights will get the ball right back. Really, so far, making quick work here of set 3. Jasmine Naminga, freshman from Pella, Iowa. And she gets a serving ace off her first serve of the night. She's somebody you don't often see serving for the Calvin Knights, but it's got to be a great way to start. Naminga again. This time finds an error, trading off one ace for one error. Rubel's coming in for her. And on Kalamazoo's side, we see number 3, Sarah Rutherford, sent back with the serve. This one received by Ekins from DeVries. Over to Ekblaw. And Ekblaw will get the Knights the ball right back again. Kellogg and Vanderswag now coming in as the Knights rotation shifts over. Vanderswag. Hornets fighting to keep it alive. Will be put over. And Baker sends it right back. This time, Hornets not able to get under it. Knights now up 16-4. Another attack here from LaFollette, excuse me. I see the Hornets taking a timeout here soon.
Yeah.
Corey, I mean, you don't want to consistently see your team being throwing the ball away. I guess throwing their opportunities away whenever they get a serve off one of the Knights' errors. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout soon. But so far we're not. So it could very well be that their coach, Lydia Christian, is just kind of letting the game play out at this point and seeing if the Hornets can wrap their minds around the game again like they had in the first set by themselves. Goal shot over the top from Johnson. This one's sent over. And play will continue. Baker finding the point and getting snuck between the blockers there and the net. Trina Vanderswag continuing serving. Nice receive. and sent over. Kalamazoo trying to catch him off edge, but Knights will continue to play, and Rubel this time sends it back to Baker. Big swing from Baker, and a great block in the front from number 7, Hannah Vanderlyn. Hornets still proving they're fighting to stay in this, despite the Knights' massive lead. Rachel Meston. Baker receives. Luckily, just kept alive. Vanderswag over to Rubel. Kellogg, and Kellogg will find the point. Another misread on the Hornets side as the block went up and no one was in the back to take it. Aaron Baker back to serve for Calvin. Rutherford sent over a little fight over the top, and looks like the Knights won that though. Oh, excuse me. The Hornets won that point. Knights got caught in the net. And roll shot over. Rubel dug and sent right over there from Breams. Okay, Breams, sophomore, straight out of the heart of Grand Rapids, Michigan here. And Baker will continue serving. Rutherford sending it back from a great attack from Ryder. Ekins, an attack of her own. This one coming out from Ryder again. And the Hornets will find the point they were looking for. Knights now up 21-7. Looks like we have a bit of a scoring change up there, 22-6, as there was a misappropriated point earlier on. That's when I thought the Knights got caught in the net based on the score change, but I was apparently right the first time and they didn't. But right now, both teams putting up a great fight for the ball here. Sent this one over to Kellogg, roll shot from Kellogg. Kept alive by the Hornets, put it right back over by Breams. Set up over from number 12, Stickley. This one, Ekins, just sending it lightly over. Number 24, the bullet. Rubel sending it to Kellogg. Kellogg, big swing. And he goes too far in the back. Great fight put up by both teams on that. Not giving that point easily. But it was ultimately Kellogg's misread that gave the Hornets that point. Rochelle. Rubel receives. Vanderswag sends over to Ekins. Big attack from Ekins. And another attacking error for the Knights. Rochelle's second serve. Vanderswag sends this over to Breams. Roll shot from Breams. Kept alive by the Hornets, and Breams tries again. Again, the Hornets receive and win the point.
Hornets are showing that they're not backing down. They're not letting them get this win too easily.
Not by any means. It's almost like a new fire has been kindled up in the Hornets as they try to break this big lead the Knights are holding right now, and certainly have been, at least making up these last 5 points. This one, Kellogg, an attack. Great block in the front line from the Hornets. And Ekins with an attack. That will break the Hornets' point streak. Namaga now sent in for Breams. Great little run there by Breams, though. Getting a couple kills of her own. Aubrey Rubel. Something I'd like to point out here is, not 100% sure here, but Aubrey Rubel, this could be her last serve of the regular season, or at least like serving streak. And as the Hornets win that point, I believe I was correct. That was Aubrey's last serve of the regular season for her career here at Calvin. She's done great things in her time, and I mean, we'll see her play again Tuesday, obviously. I'm sure she'll serve there. But a little sentimental for the Calvin Knights. And Rubel sends it over. And a great read there by Kellogg, pushing the Knights to set and match point. DeVries and Ekblaw come in here to see if DeVries can bring home this game for the Knights. Baker keeping it alive. DeVries sends to Ekins. Attack from Ekins. Kept alive by Rochelle. And a double contact call on the Hornets will be what wins the Knights this victory. Great last victory on their part from the regular season, like I was just talking about. Great performance out of both Kellogg and Rubel as tonight's senior night, like we mentioned earlier. And we'll see here in a moment if we can get an exclusive interview with Dr. Warners. Be great to see her thoughts on the season they've had so far, the game, and even what she thinks of her two seniors. So we'll see if we can get one. It would be nice if we could, but stay tuned for that in a few moments, folks. Tori, you got any thoughts here on the game?
You know, I loved watching it. It was really fun. Lots of energy.
All right, looks like Tori's going to give up her headset here. Hi, Dr. Warners. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
So a great win here. We saw the Knights started a little rocky, but definitely came back really strong as the sets progressed and took home the win. What's your first thoughts here?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is we just need to relax and play. Sometimes we're overthinking things and we're trying to focus on the little things and just instead of releasing everything and just being competitive and playing. That's what we're struggling with right now.
Yeah, and I guess what's your thoughts on the whole season? This was obviously the last regular season game. We've saw great things from all your players.
Yep, I think that we've seen a ton of improvement. We're working harder on stronger serves. I think our block has become much better through the course of the year. And yeah, we just have to relax and play and be confident in knowing that we're really good.
Yeah, that's definitely something you always see improvement as the season progresses, and I think that's definitely true for the Knights here. But I think one thing that I can't go without saying or asking is, obviously this was Rubel and Kellogg's tonight's senior night. This was their last regular season game, so a bit of a bittersweet moment here. But do you just have anything to say about those girls and the time you've got to spend with them?
Oh, absolutely. Both of them have come so far as who they are as people and on the court and off the court. They have given so much time and energy into their teammates and into this program. And I'm very grateful for that. They are two incredibly solid young women who have a really bright future. And it's been a huge privilege for me to be a part of that the last 5 years.
Definitely. Yeah, it's great to see them play on the court and just the support they give to their teammates as well, and just the great volleyball players they've become here. But I won't take up too much of your time, so thank you for joining me, and congrats again on the great win.
Thank you.
All right, folks. So you saw a great win over there at Calvin Knights, 3-0 win here as they won all three sets. And I guess some final stats we can read off here. I think the main thing, again, I just want to reiterate was Calvin's overall attacking was they have a 357% here, total attack to kill ratio, and Kalamazoo's at negative .12. Really not a great place for them to be sitting. I think that's ultimately what won them the game. But again, great performance here and great end to the regular season. I'm sure the Knights must be very proud tonight. Again, you can join them again on Tuesday, I believe. We're not sure who they're playing quite yet, either Trine or I think Olivet's the other option. But we'll keep you updated on that as the results come out. We got 2 other events going on. We have the end of the swim meet happening, and then we have the women and men's soccer MIAA tournament. You can tune into there if you're a Big Knights fan and want to catch those. Otherwise, I'm Logan Gasho.
And I'm Tori Hoppy.
And we've had a lot of fun announcing the season of volleyball. Have a great night, folks.